Okay, week 9 in education. So this is spring break for most colleges around the area, and I think it's spring break for Winston too, but I really don't follow the traditional spring break calendar because when I tell you that I won't take any points off if you're late for an assignment unless it's really, really late. I'll let you decide when you need to do that. So let's look at weeks 9 and 10, which is has been and is open in your course. So at this point, you should be producing learning activities. So you should be producing your presentation for your project and some other activity that supports the instruction that you're delivering. But in weeks 9 and 10, we're going to be looking at test development, which is really important because the whole reason that you have the objectives listed is so that at the end of instruction, you can prove that your learners mastered that content. And the only way to do that is to evaluate them through some sort of assessment. Most of the time it's multiple choice questions, and everybody's like, I hate multiple choice. And a good multiple choice question will be able to prove if the learner actually learned the material. And we're going to go over how to write really good multiple choice questions. And we're also going to come up with other tools that we can use for evaluation and assessment. So chapters 4 and 5 in your clinical lab education text, we'll go over this with you. So make sure you look at that. Also, check out your discussion board question, which is due 3/21/17. Complete your chapters 4 and 5 assignments in Blackboard, which will be due the 21st of March. And then produce evaluation materials for your project, which is due by the same time. So let's take a look at that and see what we've got in the course as far as the assignments and what have you. All right, so let me scroll down here and find my stuff. Here we go. All right. So our learning modules, let's let that open up. Okay. Computer's being a bit slow. Actually, it's not the computer, it's the Wi-Fi. All right. Learning activities, we've done learning outcomes. All right, so let's look at this. So we are going to, in this unit, we are going to look at assessment and testing. Okay, so in this section, you're going to find your content, your learning material. Here's a link to your discussion board, which you can get from the same link over here to the left. Assignment 4. Okay, so assignment 4 is going to ask you to write 5 multiple choice questions, and explanation of that is right here. So for the assignment, you create 5 multiple choice questions that will test a learner's understanding of Bloom's taxonomy. So this assignment is not for you to write questions related to your project. This assignment is for you to look at Bloom's taxonomy and create 5 multiple choice questions that will assess if someone understands what Bloom's taxonomy is, how to use it, what the levels are, what higher order, what lower order cognitive abilities are. So you have to have exactly 4 answer choices for each question. One of the choices cannot be all of the above or none of the above. If you're writing multiple choice questions that have the last option as all of the above or none of the above, that's an indication that your question is not good. It's not good to have those kind of questions. Each question should relate to one of the 6 levels of Bloom's, meaning that the question should get harder to answer. So remember, the first level of the Bloom's hierarchy is what? Knowledge or recall. Then we have application. So look at Bloom's again. This will give you a reason to review Bloom's taxonomy. And you want to complete this assignment and submit your questions in a Word file under this link. Okay? So that's the assignment for this section, due the 21st of March. Let's take a look at your education project milestones and see where you are with that. All right. So milestone 1, topic and title. You should have that done. If you don't have that done, you really need to touch base with me because you should already have that submitted. Learning goals for your education project, learning objectives, your learning activities, which you should be working on right now, okay? And then your assessment of that instruction, okay? So each milestone builds upon the previous one. So you should wind up having a document that it gets longer as you keep going through, because with each one, you are going to be adding the previous information. So for instance, for learning assessment, you're going to have to create a minimum of 10 multiple choice questions And that's for your project, okay? So you're going to be doing this, and you're going to be doing the assignment 4 to help you understand how to write multiple choice questions. If you have questions about this, you need to let me know, and I'll come back to you and help you out with some resources. Assessment is one of the things that I'm studying in my doctoral program, so I really enjoy writing questions and assessing learning in innovative ways, not just by multiple choice questions, because we can do it in so many ways in the clinical lab and in the classroom. So make sure you're working on that. And if you have questions, let me know. We're almost through, which is a good thing. And once you get your completed project done, what we're going to do is we're going to test it. So I'm going to share it with other classmates anonymously, so you don't have to worry about that. So let's see how well you help the learner achieve the goals of your project. Contact me if you have questions. Post to the discussion board. I'm here to help you. Don't hesitate. This course, like I said before, is a 1 credit hour course, so I don't want to inundate you, but it is going to be very important that you understand how to do all this. Have a good week. Happy spring.